Hi, good people. Just Jordy here with another message for you guys. So, as I'm on my self love journey, this is why I want to take everybody on the same self love journey with me. And one thing that I thought about was how much time we spend getting to know everybody else. Like, I've seen persons be able to, yeah, I know his favorite color is this and them favorite color is that, and da 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 da, or her favorite color is this, or she like to do that. And then you sit down by yourself when nobody's around, cause nobody's available, and then you're like, who the fuck am I? Like, do I like to do those things because that person likes to do those things, or is that who I truly am inside? Am I stifling who I want to be because that person doesn't like to do it? Whoever that person is, it doesn't have to be a relationship, doesn't have to be relationship related, but I thought about that. Like, we spend so much time getting to know everybody else. Like, when you start a new job, you're getting to know your coworkers, what they like, what their working style is like, and you kind of adapt based on your surroundings. But is that really who you are? So I feel like more relationships, whether it be friendship, family relationship, whether it be a romantic relationship, would be so much better if everyone went in knowing who they are. Because how am I supposed to expect you to love me for who I am when I don't even know who the fuck I am? So it's like you're presenting false things to this person, because a lot of the times people will kind of switch it up, change it up. Oh, I'm gonna be like this or be like that because I know they like this type of person or whatever. And you dumb down yourself or hype yourself up even more for a relationship, any relationship. And then in the midst of the relationship, you feel so lost and lonely, because you realize you're giving up parts of yourself to be with someone, yeah? Or to have a friendship with someone, or have that job, I feel like if more persons just took the time and stop worrying about being lonely and take the time to get to know yourself and who you are, what your likes are, what your dislikes are, not what you were told to like. Because obviously when your parents raise you, they teach you, you develop what it is they like and what it is they don't like. Is that really what you don't like though? Like, I remember growing up, I used to hate peas because mommy hated peas, because she said when she eats it made her choke. So I hated peas, not because it tasted bad, not because it made me choke, but mommy said she hated peas, so I hate peas. Until I started, consuming food with peas, like rice and peas and stuff like that. She used to pick her peas out of the rice and peas, as much sense as that used to make. But she used to make a big pot of rice and peas and then pick out the peas and eat just the rice. But I realized when I got older that I actually like peas. I don't have an issue with it. I didn't like peas because mommy didn't like peas. So that's something I learned about myself. A lot of the things I thought I didn't like, I actually do like. Because I took the time to, be very open-minded, learn myself, and learn to experience things good and bad, and then try to figure out if those things fit within my life, with what I want, or if those things are something that I can do without. So I think if more people spent the time to, just figure out, am I hating these things because mommy taught me to, or daddy taught me to, or my surroundings taught me to, or did I just hate them because I hate them, because I tried and hate them? Like, I know people who have never tried some things. I've never ever tried a burger, but I hate it. Or, I don't like whatever. Like, I can't think of an example right now. But like tomato, whatever. The tomato. I hate tomato. Ew, it's so mushy. And I'm like, why do you hate it? Well, mommy always hates it. I never tried it before. So how you know you hate it if you don't try it? Things like that. I feel like if more persons just focused on themselves, focused on spending time with themselves, focused on just being alone, it's fine. And boy, there are some lonely nights. But that's okay. That is okay. Because you getting to know yourself will make it easier for someone else to get to know you. Because then you don't have to be like, oh my god, well, I'm same light blue, so I'm just gonna start wearing one heap of blue from now on because him same light blue, and well, I guess I can light blue too because him light blue or whatever. Get to know who you are and your likes and dislikes and stand firm in them. Don't adjust them for other people. Not to be mistaken with compromise, guys. It's different. But I'm saying, get to know yourself, your likes, your dislikes, what you're willing to put up with, what you're not willing to put up with. That way someone else can better get to know you rather than you figuring it out while you're trying to get to know them. That's when people get irritated, confused, annoyed, angry in relationships, any relationship, because you're steadily trying to get to know them, but you're trying to figure out you, and you're like, are my likes his likes, or am I liking it because this person likes it, or is that what I really like? You know, because you're not going to like everything someone else likes. It's just inevitable. You are you, and there's only one you, like Zoe always says. But you are you, and there's only one of you. You can't be duplicated, well, unless you have a twin, an identical twin, and that's different. But you know, so I encourage everybody, take time to get to know yourself before you try to introduce yourself to someone else. Because how can you introduce to someone else someone you don't even know? You know, when you look in the mirror, what do you want people to see? When you look in the mirror, what do you see? What do you want other people to see when they look at you? And who do you want to present to those other people? Anybody, whether it's work or relationship or anything like that. I'm not a self-love expert, guys. I'm not a coach. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I am none of those things. I'm just a person who's going through life and going on this roller coaster ride called life, going through the twists and turns of my journey, and I'm just sharing what I'm learning through that self-love process with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a random Thursday night video. I just wanted to touch on this topic because I was having a conversation with somebody and it came up. But let's get to know ourselves. I think if the more we get to know ourselves, I think the easier it will be for us to have relationships with other persons. And the more we get to get rid of things that affected us maybe growing up, I think the easier it will be for us to transition into different aspects of our lives, right? I hope you guys enjoy your Thursday night. It's almost the weekend. I have a lot of stuff to do because I have to pack for another travel. Yay! So you will be getting more views from the sky. But enjoy your Thursday night and don't forget to get to know yourself, okay? It's okay. Have a good night.